Network. If the Eagles want to make a return trip to the Super Bowl next season, they'll have to do it with two new coordinators. Philly defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon was named the Cardinals' next head coach Tuesday, just one day after interviewing with the team. Gannon's Eagles had the top-ranked pass defense in the league in 2022 and the most quarterback sacks. And Philly's former offensive play caller Shane Steichen was introduced as the Colts' new head coach Tuesday. Colts owner Jim Irsay says he hired Steichen to help develop a young quarterback, a sign of where Indy may be focusing with their 4th overall pick in the draft. Irsay also already has at least one college quarterback he likes, Alabama's Bryce Young, saying of the former Heisman winner, quote, "The Alabama guy doesn't look bad, I'll tell you." If Indy chooses to go the veteran route, Derek Carr is now available. The Raiders, as expected, released the Pro Bowl quarterback Tuesday, and he is now a free agent. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Phoenix area attorneys. 6730 North Scottsdale Road, Suite 230, Scottsdale, Arizona, 85253. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Are you working way too hard for way too little? There's never been a better time to consider a career in IT. You could enjoy a recession-resistant career in a rewarding field with plenty of growth opportunities and often flexible work environments. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new career in months, not years. Take classes online or on campus, and financial aid is available to qualified students, including the GI Bill. Now is the time. mycomputercareer.edu.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Central California. Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Well, let's see. In the news, a U.S. Navy jet shot down a Mexican spy balloon earlier today, resulting in candy and small toys all over Calexico. Could have done it with a bat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And by the way, you've noticed the spy balloons didn't fly over Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I did not notice that,
yeah,
but...
yeah, well, because there's no intelligence to gather there.
Yeah. It's dissipated.
Oh, well. Let's see. You survived the wind?
Barely.
Okay.
We had some mighty strong, what do you want to call it, gusts.
Yeah.
Like, woo.
Yeah, and I lost a tree.
Yeah, that's what I understand. And the rest is history.
Mm-hmm. So.
Was it a big mess?
No, not really. It, and it'd give me an excuse to get out the chainsaw and maybe cut off a finger or a toe.
Mm-hmm. So you got that all... You got it all stacked up and everything?
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
No way was I going to try and do that in 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah. There goes a branch.
Yep.
There goes another one.
I figured if I waited long enough, it would probably end up in Holtville.
Yeah. Just check with the weatherman, see what direction it's going to blow.
Yep. Oh, well. And looking back in history, on this date in 1985... Phil Collins released the album No Jacket Required, which is in contrast to many albums released today in which there is no talent required.
Saw that one coming.
Yeah. You ready for birthdays?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Good birthdays.
Let's celebrate actor Claire Bloom is 92. Songwriter Brian Holland, one of the Holland-Dozier Holland group, is 82. Drummer Mick Avery of the Kinks, 79. Actor Marissa Berenson, 76. Singer Melissa Manchester, 72. Actor Jane Seymour, 72. Actor Lynn Whitfield is 70. Matt Groening, the guy that does The Simpsons, is 69. Still in middle school. Actor Christopher McDonald is 68. Actor Joseph Ganascoli is 64.
Excuse you.
Actor Stephen Michael Quezada is 60. Actor Michael Easton, 56. Actor Alex Borstein, 52. Actor Renee O'Connor, 52. Actor Sarah Winter, 24. Actor Natalie Morales, 38. Actor Amber Riley, 37. Actor Zach Gordon is 25. And we do have some local birthdays to celebrate. And, well, you know, it's the day after Valentine's Day, so they didn't quite make it there.
No, they were all
We have
partied
happy
out.
birthday wishes going out today to Alexander de la Riva, Elida Flores, Vincent Heisel, Victor Santana, Lupe Chavez, Susan Lopez, Dulce Solano, Mary Hernandez, Barbara Stensgaard, Jessica Barrientos, Denise Botello, Charles Barreto. Happy birthday from Kxo. Okay, many happy returns. Well, let's see. We already have the Carrot Festival is over. The Nyland Sportsman and Tomato Festival is over. And let's see. Oh, Mardi Gras this weekend in El Centro.
Mm-hmm.
And the fair.
Coming up a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It'll be
here before you know it.
Before you know it, yes.
Yeah. Looking forward to corn dogs, right?
Yes, you know, I've been conditioning and all of that good stuff, so that my system wouldn't be shocked into an overdose of calories? Yeah, they have a few calories. Carbs.
Yeah. Oh, well. And Gabe Lemus is getting ready to shift his diet from burritos to
corn dogs.
You got it. Yeah, with a big helping of spiral fries,
yes,
right?
Yeah, that's one of his favorites.
Yeah, you can you can just hear the arteries hardening, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like a glacier in Alaska just crushing itself. Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway, but it's always a lot of fun, and it's a great time because you oftentimes see people, you haven't seen them since last year at the fair, right?
That's true.
So
we're going to do that again, all over again.
We will. So it's, March 3rd?
Starts March 3rd. First
day of the fair. And, of course, we will be there broadcasting live from the fair every single day. So we're looking forward to that. You get a chance to actually see what Gabe looks like, what Jose Munoz or Eli Moreno Drew or Mario Espinoza. You get a chance to see what they really look like.
Yeah.
Scary.
That it is.
Yes.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. Are you ready for news?
We've got news coming up.
Okay. We are going to jump in first thing with a look at world and California news headlines. And that is brought to you this morning by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Just in, the 19-year-old white supremacist who killed 10 people at a supermarket in a black neighborhood in Buffalo, New York, has been rushed out of a hearing where families of the victims have been speaking after a man in the audience rushed at him. That man was restrained by a police officer. Kimberly Slater had already testified about the loss of her husband.
My family and I are here this morning, and we wear red and black. Red for the blood that he shed for his family and for his community, and black because we are still grieving.
Peyton Gendron is being sentenced to life in prison. A vigil will be held at Michigan State University today for the 3 students killed on campus Monday. And retail sales jumped 3% in January after dropping over the holidays. Consumers spent more on cars, clothing, and dining out. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California Headline News announcement Tuesday of who won that record-breaking Powerball prize from November.
Name of the person who is the only player to match all 6 numbers of the historic Powerball drawing last November is Edwin Castro.
State Lottery Director Alva Johnson making the announcement. Castro holding the only jackpot-winning ticket that he purchased at Joe's service station in Altadena. He wants to lay low and wasn't at the news conference Tuesday. Lottery officials saying he'll take the cash payout worth just under $1 billion. State lawmakers considering a bill that would reform the use of police dogs. San Jose Assemblyman Ash Kalra co-authoring the bill and saying it's about social justice.
Canine units are used not just in a disproportionate manner against poor Black and brown community members, but just their existence serves to terrorize and to create a menacing environment.
The bill would still allow police dogs to be used for search and rescue and detecting explosives or narcotics. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine. With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. There are 3 of them in the Valley at El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and in the Raleigh Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, the southbound Highway 86 was blocked. It happened yesterday morning. The California Highway Patrol says the big rig jackknife on southbound Highway 86 had blocked both southbound lanes. Southbound Highway 86 was closed between Brawley Avenue and Desert Shores for a few hours. The incident was reported at 3:39 Tuesday morning. The California Highway Patrol says it took a few hours to get a tow truck to the scene to remove the rig from the roadway. The cause of the incident is being investigated. No injuries were reported. COVID in the news with an update from the 14th. Here's more on the story.
New COVID-19 numbers were released Tuesday morning. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, there has been an increase in the number of active COVID-19 cases in Imperial County. There are currently 210 active cases of the virus, as compared to 138 cases reported last Thursday. COVID-19 tier metrics for Imperial County indicate new cases per day per 100,000 population is at 6.30 with a positivity rate of 6.8%. Deaths attributed to COVID-19 remain at 971. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
In other local news, Mardi Gras in El Centro is coming up. George Gale has more.
The celebration starts Thursday. Mardi Gras King Chuck Fisher and Queen Carroll Fisher will host the King and Queen coronation celebration. That will be held Thursday at the City Hall in El Centro. On Saturday, it'll be the Mardi Gras Light Parade and Street Festival. The festival on Main Street begins at 5 p.m. The Light Parade begins at 6 p.m., starting at 8th and Winsley and ending at 11th and Main Street. Mardi Gras King and Queen will ride in the final float in that parade. Street Festival will include several vendors, music concert, dancing, and a beer garden. The event is hosted by the City of El Centro, Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce, and Los Vigilantes. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. And remember, Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Here's something to do. Visit the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Well, yeah, they have peanuts, but they've got so much more. The Peanut Patch, open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. The Peanut Patch with homemade chocolates. They make fresh English toffee. Pecan turtles made from a special recipe starting from scratch. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. So many great things at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Great place to pick up a gift for your loved ones. Of course, they accept most credit cards. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Visit them. Yeah, Google thepeanutpatch.com and get directions, or place your orders on their website. Again, that's thepeanutpatch.com. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Oh, yes, they do offer tours. Yeah, ask them about it. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by K-Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food, specializing in sushi rolls, 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state.
Continuing with more local news, Ruby Award, Women Helping Women. Nominations are being accepted. The Seroptimus International of El Centro is hosting the event. The deadline to submit a nomination is March the 6th. Nomination information and instructions are available for download at elcentral.com/the-ruby-awards. The Ruby Award recipients will be honored during the 2023 Wine, Women, and Dessert Gala on Sunday, April 21st at Cheval Farm. Work is planned for this Thursday. George Gale explains what kind of work.
A portion of Forester Road will be closed. It is a one-day closure from Katy Road to Carter Road. Crews will be repairing the guardrails at the Blair Road S curve from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. Thursday. During the time, it is suggested motorists use an alternate route. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And there's fun coming up for little ones like Tiny Tots for the Olympics. Here's more on that story.
It is this Saturday, the Tiny Tots Olympics in Calexico. It'll be held at Crummett Park from 10 a.m. until 12 noon. Children ages 3 to 6 are invited to join in for some crazy fun relays and exciting obstacle courses. There is a $10 participation fee. Crummett Park is located at 7th and Encinas in Calexico. If you need more information, contact the Calexico Recreation Department. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Finally, extreme high winds whipped through Imperial Valley. You might have noticed that on Tuesday. Gusts up to 70 miles per hour were registered at the Naval Air Facility El Centro. At the Imperial County Airport, gusts reached 66 miles per hour. Sustained winds between 35 and 45 miles per hour were evident throughout the day. Scattered power outages were reported in Calexico, Imperial, Brawley, Ocotillo, and El Centro. A downed utility pole and live wires caused a short-term closure of Forester Road between Ayton and Evan Hughes Highway. Trees were reported blown over throughout the county. Strong winds and rain buffeted the San Diego mountains as well, making travel on Interstate 8 very, very treacherous. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates Sushi Rolls, one for each of our 50 states. And come join them with their famous Sake Bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingon. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial. Or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, well below normal temperatures are expected today behind a cold front that moved through the area yesterday. Widespread freezing temperatures also likely Thursday morning. High pressure will build across the Intermountain West the next few days, resulting in a warming trend and a possible return to above normal temperatures by Saturday. Thereafter, uncertainty in the forecast increases, though temperatures are generally expected to remain within a few degrees of seasonal normals. Our high yesterday, 66, 39 the overnight low. Wind gust exceeded 60 miles an hour throughout the Imperial Valley yesterday afternoon. There was a trace amount of precipitation overnight. Today, sunny with a high near 62. North-northwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 35. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. Thursday, sunny with a high near 62. North-northwest wind about 10 miles an hour, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. 45 degrees, 49% relative humidity, wind out of the north-northwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily specials. The dinner menu features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
It's February, a month full of holidays. So El Centro Motors wants to combine all of those holidays and make it one whole month of sales. We have a sweetheart of a deal just for you. Honest Abe would jump at the deals we're offering. And George could not lie about the savings or the selection at El Centro Motors. We have bunches of new Ford F-150s, Explorers, Edges, Bronco Sports, and other great cars. Inventory is at pre-pandemic and pre-chip crisis level, and interest rates are as low as 0% on select models. Some even have cashback incentives. Don't delay. Take advantage of this epic month of February sales at El Centro Motors. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. The Wizards whipped the Trailblazers 126-101. Clippers dunked the Warriors 134-124. Suns beat up on the Kings 120-109. Overtime win for the Bucks. They beat the Celtics 131-125. And the Raptors rolled. They topped the Magic 123-113. And Draymond Green says the Warriors are lacking collective will to defend. Yeah, defense. Yeah. Who plays defense in the NFL or the NBA anymore? And Bronny James, the son of NBA's LeBron James, was one of 26 players announced yesterday as members of the USA basketball rosters for this year's Nike Hoop Summit. KXO Sports Time, 7:53.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, the Las Vegas Raiders released Derek Carr yesterday after the veteran quarterback declined to waive his no-trade clause, and just before more than $40 million of his contract would have been guaranteed. And the Arizona Cardinals have hired Philadelphia Eagles defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon as their new head coach. Gannon with a 5-year contract, and not a whole lot of NFL coaches make it through 5 years. And so what's going on in the Padres outfield? Well, we'll have to kind of wait and see. One thing for sure, Juan Soto will be the left fielder. He won a Gold Glove in right field last season. Shifting over to left field, that opens up right field for Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah, and we'll just have to wait and see how that one works out. Xander Bogart, of course, taking over the shortstop position. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Let's just jump right into financial news and the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. retail sales surged in January by the most in almost 2 years, soaring up by 3%, according to the Commerce Department. Economists had anticipated sales would rise by 1.8% after a decline in December when consumers pulled back on spending amid high inflation and concern about the direction of the economy. January was the largest monthly sales bump since March of 2021, with increases across all retail categories. Some of the largest jumps were at department stores, food services, and drinking places, as well as auto dealers. The retail sales data is not adjusted for inflation. In January, the Consumer Price Index showed annual inflation moderating 0.1 of a percentage point to 6.4%. And shares of Barclays tumbled nearly 10% today after the British bank reported a sharp drop in profit, driven by increased provisions for bad debts and huge fines for wrongly sold securities in the U.S. Barclays reported a net profit of £597 billion for 2022, a 15% decline on the previous year. Shares were down 9.8% in late morning trade in London before paring losses in the afternoon. So what's shaking on the market right now? Well, the Dow, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ all showing red. The Dow off 145 points at 33,948. The S&P 500 down 17 at 4,119. The NASDAQ off 33 points at 11,927. Gold down $24 an ounce. You want to buy an ounce? $1,841.40. Better buy now. And oil down 87 cents per barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hile in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 62, north-northwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 35, west-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. Sunny on Thursday with a high near 62, north-northwest wind about 10 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. And in case you missed it earlier, those winds yesterday measured at 70 miles an hour at NAFL Centro, 66 miles an hour at Imperial County Airport. We have 45 degrees downtown El Centro, 49% relative humidity, wind out of the north-northwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Hile, in El Centro.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground, covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. Outrage in a Buffalo courtroom. A person lunges at the man who shot and killed 10 black people at a supermarket last May. The gunman was taken out of the room. This came as relatives of the dead spoke out at his sentencing hearing.
Even with all of the heartache that you have caused, you still have failed to break our family spirit. You thought you broke us, but you awoke us. We all know the pure hatred and motivations behind your heinous crime, and we are here to tell you that you failed.
The 19-year-old gunman, Peyton Gendron, will get an automatic life sentence. Police say they're still hunting for a motive for the mass shooting at Michigan State University.
I never thought it would happen to me.
Freshman Ryan Cahalan sheltered with his girlfriend in a nearby library that night.
Mass shootings are becoming common, and it's just not an okay thing. Like, we need to do something about it.
Students painted the words, "How many more?" on a campus landmark.
Words are not good enough. We must act, and we will.
Flags in Michigan were lowered to half staff. Classes at the university have been canceled for the remainder of the week. Charlie DeMar, CBS News, East Lansing, Michigan.
Acting FAA Administrator Billy Nolan is telling Congress he's taking action in the wake of the computer snafu last month that halted departing traffic for nearly 2 hours around the country.
Could I sit here today and tell you there will never be another issue on the notive system? No, sir, I cannot. What I can say is that we are making every effort to modernize and look at our procedures.
Ukraine needs weapons, and NATO's promised and delivered help. But as CBS's Cammie McCormick tells us, there are concerns.
Ukraine is going through a lot of ammunition, and NATO allies discussed their dwindling supplies. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin.
Even as we rush to support Ukraine in the critical months ahead, we must all replenish our stockpiles to strengthen our deterrence and defense for the long term.
He said Russia continues to pour large numbers of additional people into the fight, but he said Ukraine has a real good chance of making a significant difference on the battlefield going forward.
The forecasters say 40 million people are in the path of what could be some rough, stormy weather. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson is tracking it.
The severe weather threat actually extends as far north as Cleveland, Ohio, maybe as far north as Buffalo. That is how wide this severe threat is. So while tornadoes and hail are going to be mostly limited to the south, there is a general wind threat that goes all the way on up.
Ohio's Attorney General has now dropped charges against a TV reporter who was handcuffed and arrested after a live shot during a news conference by the governor last week about that train wreck. Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 166 points. This is CBS News.
Paid for by government.com.
Did you hear? A recent stash of $10 gold Liberty coins from the 1800s has been found. These gorgeous gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck in the late 1800s, and less than 50 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this gold find an incredible opportunity. Call 1-800-935-7267, and you are guaranteed a $10 gold Liberty coin minted by the U.S. Mint in the 1800s. But with extremely limited availability, you must call now. These gold Liberty coins from the 1800s are still in uncirculated condition. That is history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-935-7267. Call now, and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $40 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-935-7267 now to secure your $10 gold Liberty coins dated from the 1800s before they sell out. That's 1-800-935-7267.
Lawmakers in one state are debating a plan to arm educators.
Indiana House Republicans have approved a bill that would begin a state-funded handgun training program for teachers. GOP State Representative Jim Lucas thinks it could reduce the chances of school shootings.
The ultimate goal would be to have such a deterrent out there that nobody ever even considers this.
Democratic State Representative Ed Delaney.
The bill is designed to put guns in classrooms, which I think is a fundamentally bad idea.
Indiana state law currently allows school districts to permit teachers to be armed, but no training is mandated. Jim Crisilda, CBS News.
Six-time NBA champ Michael Jordan is celebrating his 60th birthday this week by making a $10 million donation to Make-A-Wish. It's the largest donation ever received from an individual for that group. Jordan says he wants to inspire others to help fulfill the wishes of those waiting for their wishes to come true. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's a radio announcer here, isn't he?
AM 1230.
Yeah, that's right. Have you heard his morning show, Wake Up with Phlegm?
KXO.